2013. We're at the NEC store. We're taking a look at the NEC MediaSW, and it has two screens. It's got a lovely folding hinge. Now, normally these kind of two-screen devices are actually pretty hefty and thickness, but if you scroll down to here, you can see it's pretty darn thin. And as the phone can function both as this dual screen and as a single screen, it's substantial, but it's not too bad at all, really, given that you'll have two 4.3-inch screens. Now, if you open it out, it satisfying clicks back into place. The surface area you get here is around a 5.6 tablet effect. Each screen is at QHD resolution, which isn't the best, but doubled means there's less of an issue with that. You only have the single camera here because obviously you can fold it, so it can be both front-facing, as you can see in the tablet mode, and rear-facing. That's an 8-megapixel sensor with flash. This is actually an ambient sensor to tell what you're doing with the phone. And then at the bottom you have the typical Android 4 on-screen keys. Now there's a fair few things you can tweak around here thanks to those two screens. You can actually get the task manager of multitasking here on the right screen, and you can swing other things across. If we open up the maps, unfortunately there's no connectivity here, so we might not get much, but hopefully we'll be able to swing something across. There you go, you can see maps come up here. Now we can just escape to the home screen, tap that page button again, and you'll get back to the multitasker or whatever you are running. This means you can run browser in one window, maps in the other. Although there are a few apps who have actually been augmented to use those two screens, and this is what's quite important with these dual screen phones. There's a lot of trouble getting developers to adopt them, so it's nice to see some baked-in features. Now this phone has actually already been out in Japan for quite a while now, but here at MWC they demoed a global prototype, as this one's obviously, as you can see, just a .com version. Now the difference between the global and this .com version is just the apps, so you won't see any of those typical Japanese carrier apps on the global model. And as you can tell, it's a very, very stable, typically Android device. It's nigh on stock, perhaps apart from these toggles on the drop-down menu, which is very nice to see. Now, we have no date yet for this global version, but power-wise we've got an S4 Snapdragon processor powering in there, and 16 gigs of storage. Again, let's just quickly tour the hardware. As you mentioned, the camera on top, let's fold it up. You've got the micro USB connection and charger on the top there. Fold it around to the right side, you have the headphone socket, a plastic volume rocker, and the power button. No camera button here. Tour it around just to the base there, you've just got the loudspeaker and the main mic, and the other edge is just dominated with that very satisfying clickable hinge. So this is just a very quick tour of NEC's MediaSW smartphone. This has been Matt at Engadget.